Hey everybody, this is Miss Catlett with a new method for dividing that I like to call the chunking method, because we're going to be taking out chunks of the dividend when we divide instead of doing the whole thing at once. So let's say we want to divide the number 233 into 8 equal groups. I don't know what that number is off the top of my head, so we need a strategy to divide it out. So the first thing we need to do is put the division problem in the correct format. I'm going to use my little house here. I'm going to put the dividend, or the larger number, inside the house, 233, and I'm going to put the divisor, or the number of groups, outside the house. So now I want to know what 233 divided by 8 is. And the answer, or the quotient, is going to go up here on top of the house. Now, like I said before, I don't know off the top of my head what 233 divided by 8 is. That's not one of the multiplication facts I've learned. But I do know some multiplication facts. I know, for example, that 8 times 10 is 80, and I always like to use tens because they're so easy. Anything times 10, you just add a 0 to the end of the number that you're multiplying. So why don't I go ahead and take out a chunk, 10 times 8, 80. I'm going to record my 10 here on the side to remind myself I've taken out 10 eighths. So over here on the side, these are the number of eighths I've taken out. So far, I've taken out a chunk of 10 eighths. 8 times 10 is 80. If I took out 80, how much of my dividend do I have left? Well, 3 minus 0 is 3. 23 minus 8 is 15. I now have 153 of my original dividend left. So since I still have that much left, I need to take out some more eighths. I'm going to take out another 10 eighths, just because tens are easy to work with. 10 times 8 is another 80. If I take out 80, how much of my dividend do I have left? 3 minus 0 is 3. 15 minus 8 is 7. I have 73 of my original dividend left. So now what do I do? Because if I take out another 10 eighths, 80, that won't work. That's too much. I don't have 10 eighths left to take out. So now I need to go back to my multiplication facts, and I need to think. What can I multiply times 8 to get a product that's as close to 73 as possible, but doesn't go over 73? Well, I know that 8 times 9 is 72. Let's try that. If I take out 9 eighths, 8 times 9 is 72. How much of my dividend do I have left? 73 minus 72 is 1. I just have 1 left. I cannot take 8 out any more times. That means that 1 is my remainder. I'm going to go ahead and put my remainder up here, remainder 1. Now the big question is, what's my answer? How many times have I taken 8 out of 233? Well, we've recorded on the side here. We've taken 8 out 10, 20, 29 times. So my answer is 29, remainder 1, and I'm going to make sure that I line up my 2 tens in the tens place, and I line up my 9 ones in the ones place. That's very important. 29, remainder 1 is my answer. Now in 3rd grade, we always want to check our answers by multiplying. So we multiply the quotient that we got with our divisor to check. 29 times 8. We'll worry about the remainder later. I know that 8 times 9 is 72. I'll put my 2 ones in the ones place and carry my 7 tens so that I remember to add them on later. I know that 8 times 2 is 16. but I need to add on my 7 tens. So 16 tens plus 7 tens is 23 tens. But you notice I didn't get my original dividend here because I still need to add on my 1 remainder. If I add on my remainder of 1, I get 233, which is the original dividend that we started out with. Now it's time for you to try your own problem. So why don't you try 101 divided by 3 using the chunking method. Go ahead and pause the video now and work it out. And when you're done, press play and I'll show you how to work it. Here's the answer so you can check. The first thing I need to do is write my division problem in the correct format. Let me draw my house. I put the dividend, 101, inside the house. I put my divisor, 3, outside the house. I'm going to be dividing 101 into 3 equal groups. Or I'm going to be dividing my dividend, 101, into groups of 3. Either way you want to think of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out a chunk of 10. If I take out 10 threes, 10 times 3 is 30. How much of my dividend do I have left? 1 minus 0 is 1. 10 minus 3 is 7. I'm going to take out another group of 10. 10 times 3 is 30. How much of my dividend do I have left? 1 minus 0 is 1. 7 minus 3 is 4. Now I want to pause here and say, if you'd like to do this a faster way, and you recognize if I take out 10 threes, that would be 30. I could take out 20 threes, and that would be 60. You could go ahead and take out bigger chunks, such as 20 threes, and subtract 60 and get you right to 41, or even 30 threes, you would get 90, and that would bring you even lower. But let's start simple for now. So let's take out 10 more threes. 10 times 3 is 30. 41 minus 30 is 11. Now I cannot take out 10 more threes. So now I need to go back to my multiplication facts. What times 3 equals 11 or close to 11? I know 3 times 3 equals 9. That leaves me with 2. I cannot take out 3 anymore, so my remainder is 2. Now what's my answer? How many times did I take out 3? I took out 3 10, 20, 30, 33 times. My answer, or my quotient, is 33 remainder 2. Let's check. We check by multiplying the quotient, 33, times the divisor, 3. Multiplying my ones first, 3 times 3 is 9. Multiplying the tens, 3 times 3 tens is 9 tens. 99 was not my dividend. I need to add on my remainder of 2. 99 plus 2 is 101. That was my dividend, so 33 remainder 2 was the correct answer.